Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for joining to this class. So actually today we are going to continue our discussion from first week. So maybe you have received the email from the other class. It's not for our class, it's for regular class. So actually maybe you have received the email from regular class. So you can just read that email. But actually today we have our session for installing the Windows 10 in VirtualBox. So yeah, I have uploaded the material on the Google Classroom, and you can download it by yourself. And yeah,
Ah,
we can just start our class today. I will share my screen. Wait. So have you download the Windows 10 ISO from Microsoft Azure? Do you have any problem for downloading the Windows 7 ISO? So actually, in the last week, uh, I was giving the information that if you want to download the Windows 10 ISO, we can use the Microsoft Azure, and you can just log into your account, your Microsoft account by using your university account. So have you downloaded the Windows 10 ISO? Zenhard, have you downloaded?
excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Have you downloaded the Windows 10 ISO?
Um, wait, but I just download the virtual box, sir.
Okay, VirtualBox. So actually, like I was mentioning before in the last week, you need to download the Windows 10 ISO because the size of that files is really high. It's around 6 GB. So you can just download it now. Then at the end of this class, we can just try to install the Windows 10 on VirtualBox. Okay. So actually
Okay,
today we are going to use the VirtualBox for installing the Windows 10 because we can create a virtual machine inside our computer. So like I was mentioning before, we can create a computer inside our computer. So we can call it as a virtual machine. So yeah, we have a machine, but it's a virtual machine, not a real machine, not a real computer, because we install it on our computer. So the VirtualBox is one of the tools for creating the virtual machine. So today we are going to discuss about the VirtualBox virtual machine and try to install the Windows 10 ISO to our VirtualBox. So like I was mentioning before in last week, you need to download the Windows 10 ISO education version, yeah, education version in Microsoft Azure. So you can just download it now from now because you need we need the time for downloading it because it's around 6 GB. So maybe Zenhard, Gilang, Kenneth, Gabriel, Michelle, you can, if you have not download the ISO, you can download by now. Okay. What about Gilang? Have you download the Windows 10 ISO? So anyone have download the Windows 10 ISO? Gilang, Kenneth, Gabriel, or Michelle? Have you downloaded?
Yes, sir, but I have problem downloading the VirtualBox.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. We are going to discuss it now. So before we,
Sir,
yes, Zenhard.
I have an opinion about the how big the file is about the Windows 10 ISO. So
Mhm.
I mean I I mean I don't mean that I can download it, but I'm afraid that my computer have uh, lag because
Mm.
my processor that I using right now is the Celeron service.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay because your homework for this week is installing the Windows on VirtualBox. So after this class, yeah, after this class, you can just try to install it in your computer. But yeah, I'm sorry, Zenhard, what is the type of your processor? Sorry, I cannot hear you. Sorry, the type of your
Celeron series, sir.
what is it? I haven't heard it.
Intel Celeron.
Intel Celeron. Oh, Intel Celeron.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, do you have another maybe another laptop or computer that have higher spec for the processor?
Right now, I have discussed with my parents about changing my laptops that I use this right now.
Hmm.
So, but maybe I don't know when I will
Okay, okay.
looking for
Yeah,
it, but
it's okay.
soon as possible.
It's okay. So actually, we can yeah. Why we should install the VirtualBox in our computer is because actually you can just use your current operating system in your computer for yeah for getting the knowledge for the Windows 10 features. But why we should use the VirtualBox? Because we need to what is it called? We need to doing a research in our computer. So actually, if we doing something wrong in your operating system, so your main operating system is not it's not broken. So actually, the VirtualBox is just for yeah for trying some features in our computer in our operating system. But actually, if you have not installed the VirtualBox in your computer, it's okay. You can use your current operating system. So what is your current operating system, Zenhard? Is it Windows 7 or Windows 10?
The original of my laptop is Windows 8.1, but
Hmm.
because there is any problem that can be solved, so it installed in Windows 10.
Okay, okay, it's okay, it's okay. So yeah, actually Windows 10, Windows 7, and Windows 8 have same common features. So it's not it's not be a problem for you to use your current operating system Windows 8, but actually for your yeah for your homework for this week, maybe you can just try to install the Windows 10 in your computers. But if you have any problem, you can just tell me that yeah you cannot install the operating system in your computer. So actually because we have not tried it, so we don't know it's going to be a problem or not for using hard. So actually for my opinion, you can just try to install the VirtualBox, then download the Windows 10 ISO education version, then you can just try to install the Windows 10 education version on your VirtualBox. So it's not it's okay if you fail to install the Windows 10 in your VirtualBox. It's okay. So we can just discuss it later. Okay. Okay. What about Gilang? Have you downloaded the Windows 10 ISO? Gilang or Kenneth or Michelle or Kathleen?
The ISO I started since yesterday, like
Hmm.
for my friend needed to install Windows for his PC as well, so I downloaded it for him. But it's kind of slow, sir.
Okay. Okay. So the problem is your internet connection. So it's okay because we have 1 week. We have 1 week for you. You have 1 week for try to install the Windows 10 ISO into your VirtualBox. So it's okay if you have not finished yet today. You can just continue your homework. Then we will discuss it next week. So actually today I am going to present to you how to install the Windows 10 in VirtualBox. Then I will record our course today, then you can just watch my video after this class. So if you cannot follow my steps today, it's okay. You can just watch my video after this class. Okay, I will start my course today. So before I present how to install the Windows 10 on VirtualBox, I will present about the Windows 10 virtualization and installation. Okay, for the introduction, Windows is one of the most recent and popular products from Microsoft. So actually, you know that there are a lot of products from Microsoft, like Microsoft Office, Microsoft Windows, and something like that. Then one of the most popular product from the Microsoft is their operating system, Microsoft Windows. So as you can see right here, there are a lot of versions of Microsoft Windows, from Windows 2000, Windows 88, Windows 98, Windows Vista, Microsoft Windows, Windows XP, Windows 7, and Windows 8. So the newest version of Microsoft Windows is Windows 10. So which one of this version of Windows that you ever tried? Cannot. Which one of this Windows version that you have tried?
Windows XP,
Windows XP,
Windows Vista,
Vista, yeah.
Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10.
Okay. Which one that have the best experience for you, for your opinion?
Because of my experience in Windows 7 is so, yeah, a lot of my experience on Windows 7, so I choose Windows 7.
Okay. So you have the best experience from Windows 7.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What about Michelle? Which one of this Windows version that you have the best experience of it? Hello, Michelle? Can you hear me? Okay.
She responded in the chat, sir.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't seen the chat. Windows 8. Okay. Thank you. What about you, Kilang?
For me, the best experience is Windows 8 as well, because it's the longest one I use.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, maybe because of your age, you never try the Windows, maybe Windows 80, Windows 98, Windows Vista. For my opinion, you never tried because maybe you have not burned at that time. Okay, so yeah, for my opinion, the Windows that have the best experience for me is Windows 10. Okay, because yeah, it's my current operating system beside my Mac OS. Actually, I also use Windows 10 in my computer. Okay, so these are the version of Windows from Microsoft DOS, MS-DOS until Windows 10. So yeah, there are a lot of versions of the Windows. There are Windows 1.0, Windows 2.0, Windows 3.0, Windows NT, Windows for workgroups, Windows NT, Windows 95, Windows 98. And for me, the oldest version of the Windows that I have tried is the Windows 98. Yeah, I remember I was in elementary school. I was in elementary school. Then I tried to use Windows 98. Yeah, it's similar with Windows 7, maybe Windows XP, but yeah, it has a old school user interface. Yeah, if you interesting about Windows 98, you can just use the YouTube, then search about the Windows 98 user experience. And there is also Windows 98 second edition in 1999, Windows Millennium Edition, Windows ME, Windows 2000, Windows 2000 Server, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10. So we missed Windows 9, right? I don't know why Microsoft Windows skip the Windows 9 version? Maybe one of you know the reason why Microsoft Windows skip the Windows 9. Why they just move to the Windows 10 after Windows 8. As you can see right here, Windows 7, then Windows 8, then we don't see Windows 9, right? So I don't know why Microsoft skipped that version. Maybe there is a reason from Microsoft Windows to skip that Windows 9. Okay, maybe any one of you that know why Microsoft skip the Windows 9. Okay, is there any?
I think that's because a lot of people, such as a popular opinion,
Hmm.
said that version 9 need to be skipped,
Hmm.
just as like Windows 8 to 10 and we're going back to Apple,
Hmm.
iPhone 8 and directly go to iPhone X without going to iPhone 9. So I think that's a popular opinion for a very big market in the world that said that 9 should be skipped like that.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also agree with you, Kenneth. Thank you for your opinion. So actually, if we compare to the another startup like Apple, right? Apple's just skip the Windows, no, the iPhone 9, then they just moved to Windows, sorry, iPhone 10 after iPhone 8, right? So maybe I don't know why they just skip that version. So actually, maybe the reason from the market, right? Like the popular opinion that cannot say. Okay, thank you for the opinion. So Windows 10 introduced in 30 September 2014 and released in July 29, 2015. And Windows 10 aims to address flaw in the user interface first introduced by Windows 8. So actually, if you ever try the Windows 8 is like, if you use the tablet, the Windows 8 is suitable if we use the tablet for the operating system. Windows 8 is maybe it's more like a tablet, not like a computer. So Windows 10 aims to address flaws in the user interface in the Windows 8, then by adding an extension mechanic design to improve the user experience like using a mobile device. So yeah, if you try to press the Windows button like you see in the screen, we have a user interface like this one. So if you use the Windows 7, Windows 7 doesn't has this user interface like this, right? So this one is the version of Windows 10. There are a lot of version of Windows 10. As you can see right here, there is Windows 10 Home, Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Enterprise, Windows 10 Enterprise LTSP. So LTSP stands for Long-Term Service Brands. So if you buy the Windows 10 Enterprise, Microsoft will have a guarantee that they will support for the long term, right? Long term support for this version. So maybe the price of the Windows 10 Enterprise is more expensive than the Windows 10 Enterprise Pro and Home. And Windows 10 Education that you use in this course provides all the features of Windows 10 Enterprise designed for use in schools, colleges, and universities. This edition will be available via Microsoft Academy volume licensing in a similar way to Windows 8.1 Enterprise. So if you use the Windows 10 Education, it has the same features. It has a same feature with the Windows 10 Enterprise. So all the features that Windows 10 has, you can get it if you use the Windows 10 Education. So it's okay if you use the Windows 10 Education. And for student like you, like us, we can get it free, right? We don't have to pay the license for it because our university pay the license for us. So yeah, this is the reason why we should use the Windows 10 Education. Okay, and there is also the mobile version for Windows 10, like Windows 10 Mobile and Windows 10 Mobile Enterprise. Maybe you ever try to use the smartphone that use the Windows 10 Mobile, like Nokia, but I know that Nokia is not good as Android and also iOS, for my opinion, and it is also the popular opinion from others. So Windows 10 Mobile has officially shut down or ended support since January 2020. So I don't know why Windows 10 Mobile has officially shut down, because maybe they cannot uh, compete with the Android or and iOS. That's my opinion. Okay, and these are the Windows 10 requirements. So if you want to install Windows 10 in your computer, so you have to make sure that you have a processor with 1 gigahertz frequency, and you need to have a 1 gigabyte RAM for 32 bit, or a 2 gigabyte for 64 bit, and you also need HDD minimum 16 gigabyte for 32 bit, or 20 gigabyte for 64 bit. And yeah, you need to have the graphic cards direct X9, then display minimum 800 times 600. So this one is the minimum requirement for installing the Windows 10. So from my opinion, it's not a problem if like a Zenhard 2, you have Interceleron, right? So I think it's okay. Uh, it still have a minimum requirements for installing Windows 10. So yeah, we still don't know. We know after we try it, right? So this one is, yeah, the step for Windows 10 installation. Make sure you have installed the VirtualBox. You can download the VirtualBox from these links, and make sure you already have Windows OS ISO. So yeah, if we use the Windows 10 education version, it's around 6 gigabytes. So if you have not downloaded, you can download by now. Then for your homework, you will install the Windows 10 in your VirtualBox. And the product key for Windows 10 is available at imagine.upaya.ac.id. Maybe I will present to you step by step to install the not to install, to download the Windows 10. So first you need to log into your Microsoft account. You can just type imagine.upaya.ac.id. Then you will be directed to the Microsoft Azure webpage. Wait, okay. So if you still don't have the Microsoft Azure account, you need to activate it by using your My Upaya account. So I don't know the user interface of My Upaya from the student, but actually uh, you can just open your My Upaya and then choose the software tab. Then you will see that your Microsoft account and your password to log into your Microsoft account. Okay, so I will log into my Microsoft account. Then this one my Microsoft account, Farid Novel at microsoft.pay.ic.id. So it depends on your NRP. As NRP, then at microsoft.pay.ic.id for your student account. So you need to move to the software. Then you can just type the Windows 10. Actually, I have present about this step in the last week, right? So yeah, there are a lot of version of Windows 10 education. So actually, you can just choose this one, Windows 10 education version 20H2. Then you need to download by clicking this link. Then after you download the Microsoft ISO, you can see your key, your serial key for your Windows 10 education. So actually you can just copy it. Then you will paste this product key when you install the Microsoft Windows 10 in your VirtualBox. So actually, I have downloaded the Windows 10 ISO. This one, it's around 6.16 gigabyte. Yeah, it's very big size of the Windows ISO. Then after I get the Windows ISO, then I need to open my VirtualBox. So don't worry, I use the OS X, right? Because I use the Mac, but actually VirtualBox in Mac OS have same user interface with the Windows version of VirtualBox. So yeah, first after I open my VirtualBox, you need to create a virtual machine because we will create a virtual computer inside our computer, right? So first you need to choose the new, then you can name it your virtual machine. So because I will install the Windows 10, so I will give the name as Windows 10. Then you need to, the machine folder, you can just use the default. Then the type is Microsoft Windows. Then the version is Windows 10 64-bit because I used Windows 10 Education 64-bit version. Then click continue. Wait. Oh, because I already create a virtual machine, right? So I will choose another machine folder. So actually, you create a virtual machine. So you need to allocate the folder inside your computer. So actually, I will create a new folder right here because I already create a virtual machine. So I will name it as a Windows 10 2, like this one. I will create it. Then I will open it. Okay. Then click continue. Because you create a virtual machine, virtual computer in your computer, so you need to allocate the memory. If you have 8 gigabyte memory, so I recommend you to use around 2 gigabyte for your memory. So I will allocate 2 gigabyte for virtual machine. So I will click continue. Then you can just choose the create a virtual hard disk now. Create. Then we choose the VDI because we use the VirtualBox. You can also use the VHD or VMDK. VHD and VMDK is also supported by the VMware. VMware is another tools for creating a virtual machine like VirtualBox. So actually, because we use the VirtualBox, the extension of the virtual machine will be VDI. But if you want to open your virtual machine, if you have created the virtual machine by using the VirtualBox, then you want to open it by you want to open it by using the VMware. So you can just use the VMDK. But because we are using the VirtualBox, so I will choose the VDI. Then I will use the dynamically allocated. Dynamically allocated hard disk file will only use space on your physical hard disk as it fills up. So up to the maximum fixed size. Although it will not shrink again automatically when space on its free. So actually, the default choose is the dynamically allocated. So I will choose the dynamically allocated. Then you need to allocate file location. The hard disk. So the minimum requirement for Windows 10, actually you can just use the minimum requirements because the minimum requirement for the Windows 10 64-bit is 20 gigabyte. So I will allocate to 20 gigabyte for my virtual machine. 20 gigabyte, then create. Then we already create the virtual machine, virtual computer inside our computer, right? But we haven't installed the Windows 10 inside our virtual machine, right? So we need to press start button. Then you will see you need to choose the ISO of your Windows. So I will choose my Windows ISO. Then I will choose add button. because I put my Windows 10 ISO on downloads folder. So yeah, and this one, I'll open it. Okay, then choose, then start. Okay, like this one. Okay, actually I have installed the Windows 10 on my VirtualBox. This one. So actually, yeah, I just show you the step by step how to install the Windows 10. But I already installed the Windows 10 on my VirtualBox. So yeah, it's okay. I will show you the step by step how to install it, because maybe one of you never install the Windows 10 in your computer. Yeah, we have a small screen like here, right? So we can just choose the view, then I will zoom it. Wait, I will scale it to 200%. Okay, so the language to install is English. Okay, then just install now. Then setup is starting. Yeah, it's okay. You can try it after this class. So I will share the recording video of our course today, because when we install the Windows 10 in our computer, maybe it will take a long time, right? It depends on your computer requirements. It depends on the type of your HDD. If you use the, what is it called, the not SATA, wait, I forgot about the name. Uh, wait, SSD, yeah, solid state drive. If you use the solid state drive in your computer, so the installation process will be faster than when you use the HDD, the SATA HDD. So, like I was mentioning before, we get our product key in our Microsoft account. So let me open my Microsoft account again. This one, I just copy it. Then I will paste in this text box. Oh, I cannot use the paste features in my computer. So actually, you can just type it manually. PNXX, wait, PNXKX C2 Q39 2RYKX K3 MTD XH GWD. So don't worry, you will not if you have installed the Windows in your VirtualBox, so you can just use this product key. If you want to install to another computer, it's still valid. The product is still valid. Uh, as far as I know, this product key, you can use this product key up to 5 computer, right? So don't worry, you will not lose your product key when you install the Windows 10 in your VirtualBox. Okay, then I will click next. You can also choose the I don't have a product key button if you don't want to use your product key. But actually, if you use unlicensed Microsoft, so you will see at the top, no, not top, bottom right corner in your screen, you will see that your Windows is not activated, right? So for my opinion, you just need to use your product key. Yeah, it's okay, you can, because you can use that product key up to 5 computer. Yeah, then I will choose the I accept the license terms, then click next. Yeah, we will choose the custom install Windows only. as you can see right here, because I allocated 2 gigabyte for my virtual machine, then my virtual machine will have 20 gigabyte, right? 20 gigabyte for each hard drive. Then I will choose the format button, because you need to wait, not format but new, yeah, because this this drive is not allocated, right? Unallocated space, so you need to allocate it first. Yeah, I will allocate to 20 gigabyte, then we'll click apply. Okay, so actually why we should install the VirtualBox and install Windows 10 in our VirtualBox, it's just for, yeah, just for your knowledge, so you have an experience to install the virtual machine. So actually after this class, next week and in the future weeks, you can just use your current operating system in your computer. So don't worry if you fail to install the virtual machine in your computer, so you can use your main operating system. Okay. Okay, so by default, the Microsoft Windows will create a two partition: drive 0 partition 1 for system reserve, and drive 0 partition 2. So actually, yeah, system reserve is just, maybe it's just for, yeah, for the size that the backup partition, backup setting partition for your operating system. So actually just 50 megabytes, so we can just use the partition 2, then click next. Yeah, after this step, you can just wait this process, the installation process. So it takes up to maybe 20 until 30 minutes, depending on your computer. And from my experience, I spend around, my computer spend around 30 minutes for installing the Windows 10. Okay, okay, you can just leave it to install the, yeah, you can just uh, wait the installation process. Okay, while we waiting the installation process, it's okay if you start to download the Windows 10 ISO. If you have a better connection, if you have a better internet connection in the computer, so you can just try to download the Windows ISO, because it will take a long time for downloading it. Yeah, it has a 6 gigabyte size. Okay. Okay, any question or any problem? Maybe one of you have installed the VirtualBox in your computer, then you have installed the Windows 10 in your VirtualBox, then you have a problem. We can just discuss it now. Yeah.
Sir, can the Windows, I mean, like for the Windows for the VirtualBox, I downloaded I downloaded not from the Imagine Mobile.id. So is it still usable?
Yeah, yeah, it's still usable, but actually I recommend you to use Windows from your Microsoft account, because we have, yeah, you will install the official version of Windows. I don't know where did you get the installation file for the Windows.
From the Microsoft as well, sir.
I'm sorry, from,
From the Microsoft as well.
oh, Microsoft as well. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, it's okay, but you will not can use your product key, so you will get the, yeah, the free version of Windows. Like I was mentioning before, you will get the what is it called, the information in your bottom right corner in your screen, that your Windows is not activated. Yeah, it's okay if you use the version, Windows version from the Microsoft homepage. Yeah, actually it's not, maybe it's not it's a home version, Windows 10 home version, not education version, right? So yeah, it's okay if you use it, but you will not can use your product key in your Microsoft account. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Zenat, you can use it.
And I wanted to ask as well, sir,
Mhm.
when we are using the VirtualBox, will it eat up our PC CPU or memory?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat it? I cannot
When we
hear
are using
it
the
clearly.
when
I'm
we are
sorry.
using the VirtualBox,
Yeah.
will it eat the our laptop or PC CPU or memory, sir?
PC CPU or memory? Let it. What is it? What do you mean let it?
I mean, like eat up the
Oh, up to.
memory.
No, no, no. So for my recommendation, you can use if you have 6 giga. If you have 4 core processor in your computer, so you can just use one processor for your virtual machine. Then if you have 8 gigabyte of RAM, you can just use maybe 20% of your memory. If you have 8 gigabyte, so you can use maybe up to 2 gigabyte, right? To 20 until 25%. If you have if you use all of your memory, so your main operating system will not get enough memory for running the application in the computer. So actually, the maximum size of your processor and of your memory, it's up to 20%, until 25%. Okay. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I had a question.
Hmm.
Uh, how to install the VirtualBox? I already downloaded, but it seems like I don't get it how to install it.
Okay, you can share your screen now, Zenhard.
Okay. Um, can can you see it right now, sir? My screen.
Yeah, it's still loading. Yeah, now
Oh,
I can see your screen. Yeah.
okay. So what should I do now?
So, I think you download the wrong version of VirtualBox. So, can you just open your VirtualBox homepage? Eh, where do you download it? You need to download
I
Windows version. So actually, in the tar.bz2 is for Linux version. It's not for Windows version.
okay.
You can just VirtualBox.
Yes. I'm sorry, my computer sometimes having lag.
So we can use the VirtualBox in any other operating system, like maybe you use the Linux version of VirtualBox. So it's okay if you use the Linux, then you will want to install Windows inside your Linux. Okay.
Okay. Uh, so this one is, sir,
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, that one. Okay,
Um,
so you need to move to the download page. Yeah, download virtual.
this one, sir.
Yeah, that one. It will bring to you the download page. It will bring you to the download page. So actually, there are 5 versions of VirtualBox, right? For Windows host,
Yeah.
OS 10 host. No, no, scroll up, scroll up. Ah, that one. VirtualBox 6.1.18. So you need to install from Windows host because you are using Windows operating system as well.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Now I get it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So I'll stop my screen sharing.
Okay, any problem? So actually, yeah, it's okay if you have not downloaded because I know that you need a time for download the Windows 10 ISO. So actually, maybe our discussion today is not long because I want you to start to explore the VirtualBox by yourself. Then I will share my screen so the selection process is faster, I think, for my computer. So actually, it's now it's 98%. Okay, while we waiting the installation process, I will continue my presentation about the Windows. So actually, there are a lot of hidden features from Windows that maybe you have not tried it by yourself. So yeah, you can use the tips in your Windows 10. So you can just type in your spotlight, then you type TIPS, then there are a lot of tips for using the Windows 10. Yeah, like this one. Yeah, get started with Windows. So it's like a tutorial how to use the Windows 10. Then yeah, you can just customize your start menu and organize start with folders and find setting quickly. You can also use your Microsoft account to create a user in your Windows 10. Yeah. Then you can also quickly change settings in Action Center. So it's just a tips, yeah, from Windows 10. Then get the apps for your PC, and you can set that your PC will keep up to date by choose the this option. Keep your PC up to date for get the latest features and security updates. And you can also learn from the experts. Windows experts can help you get the best out of Windows. Visit Windows community to learn about how to be more productive with Windows. So actually, it's just a tips for you. Maybe you have ever try about some features in your Windows 10. Then you can just open the tips apps in your Windows 10. And there are also other tips. Yeah, you can see, you can watch this video. Yeah, you can watch this video after this class. And then the question is, how do I change the theme to dark? So it's very easy, I think. So you can, yeah, in Windows 10, you can change the theme to dark, right? So how do you change it? Yeah, you can just try it by yourself after watch this video. And you can also turn off the notification from programs installed in your Windows OS. And there is also cut mode. So maybe you haven't hear this feature cut mode. Cut mode is yeah, one of the features that Windows 10 give to the user. So how does the cut mode do? You can find the answer after you watch this video. And how many tips are given in the video? You can just count it by yourself. And what new things do you get after watching the video? If you don't if you don't get the new things after watching this video, it's okay because you ever try all of the tips of this video. So actually, The question number 5 is optional. If you get new things, you can just answer this question. But if you don't get new things, you can just tell that you don't get the new things after watch this video. Actually, if you haven't hear about the code mode is, yeah, interesting features in Windows, because we can access a lot of features, a lot of settings in the Windows. It's like control panel, but actually it's more experts than control panel. So how do you use it? You can find the answer after watch this video. And for your homework, yeah, submit your homework in PDF format and rename it as NRP underscore name week2.pdf. Then the homework is just you need to selfie in front of your computer, in front of your screen of your computer, that the screen is about your VirtualBox. So you can open the VirtualBox that have installed the Windows 10 inside it. Then you need to selfie in front of your screen. Then the second homework is you need to answer these 5 questions. Then you need to upload it in PDF format and submit your homework on Google Classroom with deadline at 23:59 on Thursday, February 18, 2020. So the deadline is tomorrow. But actually, because I know that I also teach the regular class of operating system, but there are a lot of problem for my student in regular class for installing the Windows 10 in VirtualBox. So I will extend the deadline to the next week. So the next week is week 24, right? 24, not 24, 23. 23 February on 2021, not 2020. Sorry. Okay, so this these are your homework for this course today. So if you have any problem, in installing the Windows in your VirtualBox, we can use the Telegram group for discussing about your problem. So I really hope that we have active communication, we have active discussion in our Telegram group, and yeah, we can just use the Telegram group as a mini, what is it called, mini Stack Overflow, right? It's like Stack Overflow. We can use our Telegram group as a mini Stack Overflow. So if you have any problem, we can discuss in Telegram. Then if your friend get the same problem with you, yeah, you can just give the solution to your friend. Okay. Is there any question from you? Yeah, it's our course today. It's just, yeah, just I just present to you how to install the Windows in VirtualBox. Actually, yeah, the installation is finished, I think. Then my operating system is still getting ready. Can just wait it. Yeah, it's not the time for installing installation is not up to 30 minutes. It's just 20 minutes, I think. And once again, it depends on your computer. Okay, any question? Zenhard, Kenneth, Gabriel, Kathleen, Michelle?
Yes, sir. I just have a one question, sir.
Yeah.
Um, After installing Windows like on your screen, what is the advantage? I want to really know what the advantage is.
So actually, what is the advantage of using the virtual machine, right? So that is your question. So actually,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Uh, I will give an example about the computer server, right? The computer server is a big computer in the world. Like, yeah, maybe you have a computer server that has a high specification, like maybe 100 gigabyte of RAM. Then you have also 20 gigabyte of, yeah, not 20, 1 terabyte of HDD. Then you also have a good processor for your computer server. So actually, computer server as a server, right? So if you want to create a web server, maybe web server, then you can put it on your virtual machine. So I will, yeah, maybe I will give the, what is it called, the visualization. Wait. So actually, yeah, it is related with the computer server. So if you know, inside the computer server, there are a lot of operating systems inside it. So maybe one operating system is for web server, and the second operating system is for database server, and the third operating system is also for the web server for another web. So actually, it's like that one. So, and another advantage of using the VirtualBox is if you want to install another operating system in your computer, but you don't want to dual booting your operating system, you can just use the virtual machine. Maybe now, like me, I use the Mac OS, right? So I want to run the the Windows app in my computer. So there are two options for me: install the virtual machine or install the Windows by using the dual booting. Because I don't want to get any risk in my computer, so I prefer to choose to install the virtual machine to Windows inside my virtual box, because yeah, I don't want get a higher risk in my computer, because there are a risk if we use the dual booting in the computer. If you wrong to install in a particular partition in your computer, so you will lose all of your data in your computer. So for me, like me, I also teach another course. I also teach the database management course, and it use Microsoft SQL Server. So yeah, there are in my current operating system, because I use the Mac OS. Mac OS cannot run the SQL Server, right? And also my Mac OS cannot run any other Windows application like Microsoft SQL Server. So I prefer to install the virtual machine inside my computer, because I although I I use the Mac OS, I also can run the Windows application in my computer, right? So it in the term of the run some application, particular application in some operating system, it's, yeah, it's more flexible if you use the virtual machine. But if we talk about the Windows server, computer server, so I will give you uh, visualization inside it. So as far as I know, I also have a knowledge, I also have experience to build a computer server. So I will give you example about it. Say, wait. So I will wait. What is the rectangular? So for example, I have a computer server. So I call it as a computer server. This one is a computer server. So what is the function of computer server? So I will give you an example. Like in our campus, in our university has My Ubaya, right? My Ubaya is the web application, and that web application will be installed on the computer server. So actually, Ubaya has a computer server, a big computer with high specification, and some of the web application that you can access in your home, like My Ubaya at like Rualian FT and something like that, it is installed in the computer server, right? So in my this is the computer server. So inside the computer server, there is also OS like this one. So this one is OS. Wait. Sorry about my drawing, because I don't use the a pen in my computer, so it's okay. Then I have virtual machine inside my computer server. So actually, this one is Linux. So I will give the name of my computer server as Linux. And I also have another virtual machine inside my computer server because I want to run another application in Windows. So actually I also has wait I also has another virtual machine. So this box is represent the virtual machine, and this one is a computer server. So actually the host of this computer is using the Windows. Uh, the host computer use the Windows operating system, but actually I can put the virtual machine inside my computer server, and I create a virtual machine for Linux, and also I create virtual machine for Windows. So why we should install the Windows inside the Windows? So this one is for clustering, for load balancing. So you will get the knowledge about the load balancing after operating system course, maybe in computer network. Yeah, it's for load balancing. So actually I have a two virtual machine inside my computer server. So yeah, for example, this one is computer server of our campus Ubaya, and in computer server there are two virtual machines, Linux and Windows. And for example, I put the Linux as the web server. So this one, I put the my Ubaya app inside my Linux operating system. And maybe I also put the Perwalian FT inside my Windows. Why we should differentiate this one? Because yeah, it's for load balancing. So yeah, if you create a virtual machine, so you need to allocate the memory and also allocate the processor and something like that. So for example, because my Ubaya is a bigger application, so I will give maybe it's around, because the computer server has 100 gigabyte of RAM, so I will put 2 gigabyte of RAM for my Linux OS, because inside the Linux OS I install the my Ubaya app inside it. So at this one, and also for the Perwalian FT I put maybe it's around 10 gigabyte of RAM, because Perwalian FT is for only for engineering department, right? So if we create a two virtual machine like this one, so we can allocate the what is it called, the memory and the HDD and something like that. So we can we can use all of our computer specification, right? So we can use the specification of our computer server in an optimum way, in optimal way. So I think yeah, it's my opinion about why we should install the virtual machine if we talk about the computer server. But if you don't, if we didn't talk about the computer server, like I was mentioning before, like my problem, because I use the Mac OS, then I still want to use the Windows app inside my computer, because Mac OS I cannot run the XC file, right? So I will use my virtual machine to run that apps. And yeah, like that. Yeah, Zenda. Any other question?
I think it's enough, sir.
Mhm. Yeah. After after midterm exam, so we will install the Linux, right? Linux OS inside our computer. So actually, because Linux is the biggest operating system for computer server, so you will get the function. You will know why we should create a virtual machine inside our computer, right? Because yeah, like this one, I know that why we should install Windows inside our Windows, right? Because there is no function about it. But actually, if you have two different operating system, then you want to run it, and you want to run two of your operating system in the same time. So actually we can use the virtual machine to run your operating system at the same time. So actually that is the reason why we should install the virtual machine at our computer. Okay. Any other question? Yeah, it's in my screen still. Yeah, installing the Windows. Actually, the installation process is done, but yeah, the Windows still give the message to me. Just a moment. So we need to wait a moment. Okay. If you don't have any question, so I will end this class. Then I will share the recording video of our class today in my YouTube channel. Then you can see it. Then if you have still any problem for installing the Windows, you can use the Telegram. So uh, you can contact me using my Telegram account or use our Telegram group to discuss about your problem. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your attention. I will end this class. Then you can call me. You can contact me anytime. So if you have any problem, you can just discuss by using the Telegram. Okay. Thank you for attention. Good morning.